So some of you guys were wondering what I do, and the devices and how they work. So the video that was specifically asked for was of this LR joystick attachment right here. There's a part right here that clicks both parts in, and it sits inside the USB port of this side and this side for stability. You don't need those USB ports anymore because those two USB ports are used for joysticks. You now use the X1 slot and the X2 slot of your Xbox adaptive controller here. I do put these standard 6-foot long cords just in case in the future you want to take this part, because it'll be used anywhere. You can use it anywhere, and you can put this on something else somewhere else in the future. And I don't shorten the cord unless asked, to only be this short, because then you don't have the range you'll want to have later on in the future if you decide to move these joysticks somewhere else. These joysticks do auto calibrate, so when you plug them in, they auto calibrate to the system. So if for some reason they're not calibrated and you have stick drift, you have to follow the steps in the instructions at the bottom, and sometimes it takes just one try, sometimes it takes 2 tries, but it recalibrates. It's very easy steps. I probably will have to do it during this video so I can show you later, but I'll explain it now. All you do is power off the controller, you unplug everything, then you power it back on, you open up the app, the Xbox app, and then you plug it back in. That's it. Okay, hopefully that helps everybody. I do get questions on that a lot, so hopefully that does help. And we have different types of joysticks as well, so I'll showcase those after I show you this one here. This one sits here just like this. You can detach it and reattach it. Just clips out, slides down, and then you can slide it back up and it clips back in, just like that. It sits on the sides of the joystick of the Xbox adaptive controller rather, and you get to play with it, like this. So you can see in the background here them working. So this one is for the right stick here, up like that, and then we have, let's click out of this one, other stick, this one here, just like that. All right, and then we also have buttons. I do have buttons available where you can find the other ones. I'll leave links down in the description of places you can go to find them. The buttons that I provide allow you to use this for any of the buttons. Some of the buttons that you purchase, you can only use these as buttons, and the triggers do not work for that specific button. So these do work for triggers, but the triggers are not like where you can press it just a little bit and it's only pressed a little bit. These ones are on-off triggers. They're only hair triggers. So I'll showcase that now, just like that. It's a little lagged, but it's my computer, so let's see if I can, like, as soon as I hit it on my screen, it hits it, but it seems a little lagged on the computer because it's going through the video software. So that's for triggers, and they do work for buttons as well. So, and then it's a 5-pack, so you get all 5 of them. And then I sell them individually as well, just in case you want an individual one. So these are another thing that I create here. They're my circle joysticks. They work the same way, although these ones you can just put anywhere. Some people use them for their feet. Some people put them, right here, use it with their chin. I heard some people use them with their forearms, and possibilities are endless because you can put this anywhere you want, and it's small. So let's show you that one. Okay, this is this is the example that I'm talking about right here. Let's see. Oh no, I clicked it in. Okay, so you can see it's just a little bit off. Only a little bit though. But you recalibrate that. So that'll be a little bit of stick drift. Recalibrate it just like I told you, and it'll be just fine. That should be in the center, but because it's a different joystick, it calibrated for that one. So now I plug this one in, it's a little off. Works just the same. The other joysticks that we have are slider joysticks. So we also have these slider joysticks right here. There's a small slider joystick, and they can be used with anything. This thing can be spun without anything happening, but you have to move it around like that. People use this for palm, forearm. I mean, possibilities are endless. Also, with this one, it's very small. Yeah, and you can put it anywhere. Okay, let's plug this one in. Okay, this one's definitely needs to be calibrated. So let's do that now. So we unplug everything. And again, the calibration is because I had a different joystick in there, and now it needs to recalibrate for this one. That's all. Everything off. I power it back on. I do plug this one in because it's for the computer. I plug it in, and it gets better direct service than over Bluetooth. So I plug it in. Let's plug that guy back in. Lots of cords here. All right, back in the number 2, and then see if it works for number 1. Oh, I'm on my other joystick. Wow, that whole time. Oh, just actually for that second, because I had the Azeron in, and then it became the second tab. So let's go back to this. So see how it's dead center? It recalibrated. It was showing it just like this. That's how it was showing it before I calibrated. But now it's calibrated. It's dead center. You'll see a little bit of lag, but that's my video. So that's video. It's happening in real time. On seeing. We have this one right here. This one is our larger joystick. I call it the sturdy joystick, but it does come with a topper. The one that comes standard with them all is this one right here. It's a goalpost. And again, these ones spin around as well. So you know. Yeah, so it's used with this, and it goes back to 0 very well. And then we have the ball topper, which you can ask for. That's fine. We have the ball topper. Just got it with the ball. And then I don't usually have other ones, but I wanted to show you. I also make anything that you request. So this was a request to put this on top, 10 inches long, 10 to 12 inches long. I went with 12 inches just in case. So but this was a request, so I make different adapters. The ball joystick was a request, and this was actually a request. So actually all the joysticks you're seeing here is a request to see if I can make them differently, because the original joystick was this one right here. This is what I started with. This is a joystick for people who just wanted a joystick and they were playing mouse and keyboard on their computer. So, which you can also do. You can play this Xbox through your computer, and you can play mouse and keyboard with a joystick. So you can play like this move around all you want and press your buttons. That would be great for, like, if you can only use one hand. That would be great for that, for sure. And then you would also want your other joystick, the foot joystick. This one right here, it is huge, and it's for your foot. Your foot sits on top of here, and you move around barely. That's the entire movement right there. You barely move your foot, so it shouldn't strain you too much to be using it for a long period of time. Good reviews on this. Everybody says thank you, because they were going to go with this one here for their foot, and I don't know, that's a lot of movement, like up to down. That's quite a bit of movement for this one here. So I tell them, hey, you should at least try this one. I would say, if you don't like it, take it back and get the other one. Try this one. And then they're always like, oh my god, thank you so much. That's the one I wanted. Right? Like, other people told me that that's the one they wanted too, so I'm telling you too. But yeah, so this one is just a bigger version of the other one, that small one I was showing earlier here. And this one here is the wheelchair strap edit. So it's edited so that there's places to put straps in them, up, down, however you need them. And then we also have a different base option. This one right here, it's a huge circle base option, and it's for people who need that extra leverage. If their arm's going to sit here for a while, it's not going to move. This is big enough where it will hold your arm without toppling over. Actually, it might be a little too big for that, but that is what it's definitely made for. What haven't I showed you? Oh, different styles. We got a little turtle one. There's other styles. There's buttons with joysticks. Those ones are kind of definitely made to order, and like if somebody specifically asks for a one-handed joystick and they want to use it with just the Xbox. Otherwise, I actually turn them to using the other joystick with the keyboard, because that's the best way and cheapest option with one-handed. But yeah, let me know which one was your favorite. Which joystick was your favorite? Which one you would use? I hope you found this video informational. Tried my hardest. If we have any other questions, just ask. I can either, if it's a simple answer, I can let you know down in the comments. If you need a video explanation, I can also do a video explanation. But just let me know, and I will try my best to do that. Thank you so much to everybody for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video. Bye, friends.